If you want to be able to do things like this, and this, then watch to the end of the video. Yo, what is up, YouTube? Today I'll be giving y'all every mod and cost breakdown to everything I have done to the car, from the exhaust to the interior. Every video I get comments about, what do you have done to the car? Where do you get the Carplay Screen? Where did you get your headlight, tune you in, and everything like that. So for the first thing I've done to the car was the muffler delete. That's pretty much basic. That's what everybody does when they first start modding their car. They always start with the exhaust. I started with the muffler delete. That cost me about like $250. Well, I was told it would be $250, but when I went back to the shop, he ended up charging me $200, so that's a win-win. Then I started driving around. I liked the way it sounded, but it didn't sound like loud enough. Like I wanted my car to be way louder than what it was. So I ended up thinking about doing a tune, so I went and bought a charge pipe and boost pipe. I got both of those in a combo together, so like they came together, and I paid about like $162 for it. So that's a good deal, low-key a steal. And then decided to go, because I wanted to do a tune, I wanted to go stage 1, stage 2, but I wanted to do all the preventative measures that's known with the BMW 328i. I wanted to get all that knocked out so that I won't have to worry about anything down the road or anything breaking, any long-term problems. So I ended up going with a downpipe to make the car a little bit faster when I tuned it. So I went with a Catless Downpipe from VRSF. That cost me about $280. Low-key expensive, but I mean, it's a car part, you gotta understand, you know. Now it came down to thinking about what tune I wanted to go with. There's a couple of videos on MHD and there's a couple of videos on boot mod, but for me personally, the videos I seen on YouTube, the how to tune videos, I just seen that it was more YouTube videos on boot mod 3. So if I had any problems or needed to solve anything with boot mod, I could just go to YouTube, search it up real quick, and find my problem. Now for MHD, I know somebody that's on MHD, they have no problems. I haven't heard any problems that they're having from their tune and everything like that. But for me, I just felt like MHD, it was lacking a couple videos on YouTube. It was lacking that help, you know, for somebody just first time beginner tuning their car. I just felt like it wasn't a lot of videos that'll tell you what to do, how to tune it, the best settings to not break your car, and the different maps and things like that. So I ended up going with boot mod. I started with a stage 1 tune until I got all the parts. So I told you I got the charge pipe, the boost pipe, and then I went with the stage 1 tune. That costed about $600. That is a little expensive, but it is a tune to the car. It's gonna make your car faster, it's gonna make it perform better, just overall better experience. With boot mod, you get a couple different things. You get the regular tune, and then you have to pay an additional $50, which I did pay for the stage 2 map, but we will get to that part. The things that come in boot mod, when you first buy boot mod, you get a couple free maps, like you get a free transmission tune map, and then you get the stage 1 tune map. And then if you want other maps, you got to pay additional $50, as I already said. So I went with the I did a transmission tune, makes the shifts a little bit faster, a little bit better, more consistent, just overall perform better in general. Finally got to the resonator delete. So I ended up doing a resonator delete, muffler delete, and I went Catless Downpipe to make it a complete straight piped exhaust. The resonator delete cost me about $150, so that was probably the cheapest out of all of them, for real. I do have a YouTube video where I showed y'all me getting my resonator deleted and full straight pipe and everything like that. So in order to go stage 2, there's a couple different things you got to do. So you got to get the downpipe, you got to get the charge pipe and boost pipe, which is known to break on this specific car, and then you needed to get a high performance intercooler, which I have. The high performance intercooler costing me about $175. You got to get a high performance one that's able to take up that much horsepower and hold that much power that you're pushing under the car. Like I told y'all, I paid the $50. I unlocked all the maps, so I ended up going with a stage 2 map. Now coming with the wheels and suspension, I ended up going with the H&R Sport Lowering Springs. You see the fitment right there. It's not touching, but it is pretty low, and I like the way it looks. I got it on the front and the back. And then these wheels, the wheels that I got, I was given these given these wheels as a gift, actually. These come off a BMW 750i. So yeah, I think I like the black wheels. My car a little dirty, so it just got to get washed, you already know, but it's been snowing, salt on the road. I almost forgot. So for the headlights, I got these off of Amazon. I paid about $900. I want to show y'all the quick little animation of it. You can't lie, that is hard, Ty. That's hard, Ty. Look at the headlights, man. And then the lock animation, calm. All right, now for the interior. As y'all can see, I got the ambient lighting. It looks like it comes with the car. As you can see, this is off and the other three are off in the back. What's special about these ambient lighting is that it comes on with the car's the headlights. So when the headlights come on, all this comes on and all the other doors come on. But just to show y'all, I have my thing on auto, and then when I turn it to the lamps on, you can see all of the ambient lighting now comes on. And yeah, so the second mod that I have in the car is obviously the screen that everybody talks about in every video. This is off of Amazon. I got this off of Amazon. You have to take this off and this off, but it's very easy to do. It's not that hard. You just need a pry tool, and that's pretty much it, in a screwdriver. That's all you need. So with this screen, you can hook up a USB. I have a USB connected to this, so it's like video in motion. You connect the USB, download a bunch of videos, movies, whatever you want to watch. That's just what you can do with the USB. Now, if you wanted to do the CarPlay, you go here, you got a list of different things. You got Android Auto for the people who have Android. You got CarPlay for the people who have iPhone. And then you have iOS, Mirror, AirPlay. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So with that, you could turn on CarPlay to connect it to like your GPS, your Apple Music, all those apps. And then AirPlay, you could watch movies that you have on, like, you can go on Google, search up like a streaming website, watch movies on here, and you could chill in the car and watch movies while y'all chilling, or whatever you doing while you waiting, things like that. Now the ambient lighting cost me about $75. It came with a whole kit. It came with footwell lights, lights for under the seat, and it came with every piece. So it came with this long piece, this short piece right here, and all the doors for $75. You can't go wrong with it. I could show y'all some of the features. Like, you could change it to like literally whatever color you want, and then they got custom colors. I'm gonna show y'all. Like, you can go this right here, you can go this. They got a bunch of different ones. So whatever you feeling, think that you can do it. Like, you can do every single one of these. They got over what, 100, over 200 different modes. So whatever you feeling, you can do. This is a lot of people like to do this color right here. This is cool. I just feel like I just like to stick with basic colors. I don't really like too much going on, but it is a feature that you have. So yeah. Now back to the CarPlay. This costed me about, like, I want to say $235 from Amazon. So I'll leave all the links for every single thing I've talked about in here will be in the description down below. Another thing with this screen is if you click media, you go right back to your OEM screen, and you connect with your Bluetooth here, and when you go back to the other screen, it'll just play out your speakers and everything else. So there's nothing else that you really got to do. Easy guide. So whatever y'all need, just let me know. I'll give y'all the link to this dash cam if y'all want it to. Make sure you get a dash cam, bro. Like, I've been in a couple accidents, bro, and this would have been very helpful to explain my side of the story. You see, I got a cam over here, I got a cam facing me, and I got a rear cam and front facing cam. So nobody's about to hit me and run off, bro. I got your license plate, I got everything, bro. It's too late for you. You feel me? All right, now the last thing that I have is an upgraded sound system. I got the subs and I got the amp in here. Just overall, like, I like to listen to my music, man. I'm pretty sure everybody like to listen to their music, so why not upgrade your sound system? I'm gonna do the interior sound too. I gotta upgrade just the overall sound and make the music louder than the actual bass and everything else. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to the BMW. If y'all have any questions, drop it down below. I don't have no problem answering any of y'all questions. I like engaging with y'all. I just like the comments. And for the grills, these are just OEM stock grills. I just spray painted it. Over time, it ended up turning like into like this sparkly type of design, bro, and it just looks hard now. I like it, honestly. But if y'all are new to the video and this video helped you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. We out.